Hello, my name is Dom Chavez and I am running for City Council Place 5 against the incumbent Bill Spellman. Austin is the first and only city I lived in as a working adult, and it is a city I hope my children can live and thrive in for decades to come. But every year that goes by, I, like many of you, grow less confident that a typical family on a typical income is capable of calling Austin their home, and I am weary that the Austin miracle we are experiencing today can continue for the next generation. I moved to Texas as one of the first in my family to attend college. I'm a graduate of Trinity University in San Antonio and received my master's degree from Texas A&M University. I have worked in government affairs for both the private and public sector, with extensive experience in transportation, economic development, and most recently, workforce and education issues. I served my country for 10 years in the United States Army Reserve, where I was called to active duty twice, most recently for a deployment to Iraq. I have served my community as president of my neighborhood association, focused on basic infrastructure investment and public safety issues. Now, I am asking to serve the residents of Austin because I believe we can and must do better to represent the needs of the typical family while building and sustaining an Austin that is affordable, safe, and thriving. First and foremost, we must tackle affordability head on. Since 2000, the median family income has increased more than 20% in Austin. But during that same time, the city's sales and property tax burden on the typical family has increased by more than 40%. It is a very simple math. The cost of living in Austin is rising much faster than a family's ability to pay for that living. As a city council member, I will focus all my energy on helping to develop and sustain fair, stable, and affordable rate structures for electricity and water. I will demand that we better prioritize and control city spending to assure we provide the services residents demand at the best value available to keep property taxes in check. I will ask that we explore providing a homestead exemption available to residents in most other large Texas cities. And I will ask that we review every city policy we consider in the context of how it will affect the cost of living on families. My goal is to make living in Austin once again within reach of working families, our local school teachers, city, county, and state employees, small businesses, and civil servants like police and firefighters. Second, we must continue to make strategic, cost-effective investment in public safety. Austin is a relatively safe city, but we did not achieve that status by skimping on investment. Austin residents want their neighborhoods, schools, and places of work to be safe, and they want to know in an emergency that fire and EMS are only a few moments away. As a council member, I will demand strategic, cost-effective investment in the people, training, and technology to prevent crime before it happens, stop crime as it happens, and solve crime after it happens. Third, I believe the Austin City Council must take a stronger leadership role in local education. We must collaborate with our local public schools, Austin Community College, local businesses, and most importantly, parents, to strengthen workforce education opportunities for all corners of our community. Today, our economic development policy relies exclusively on marketing and tax abatements. This is fundamentally unsustainable. We can and must transition from giving our tax base away and instead attract, retain, and grow business by providing a globally competitive workforce that is far more lucrative than tax breaks in the long run. And we must identify and implement innovative, groundbreaking strategies to leverage our local resources between and among jurisdictions so that we can stretch limited funding further, improve quality, and get better results. Finally, I am running to ensure that Austin's government begins to reflect the size, diversity, and complexity of issues facing the community. Austin can no longer afford to be represented by a small group of special interests. We must have geographic representation, which is why I am supporting the plan to bring 10 single-member districts with a mayor elected at large. Only someone living in South and Southwest, North and Northwest, East and Southeast can really appreciate what residents in those areas experience on a daily basis. It is time to adopt single-member districts, and I will push to have it on the ballot this November. My name is Dom Chavez. I am running for City Council because I believe I have the common sense, leadership skills, and vision to meet the challenges we face and seize the opportunities we must to ensure Austin remains affordable, safe, and thriving, not only today, but for our future.